Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It is Candace your rapid manifestation coach. And here on my channel, I teach you guys the easiest, simplest, most stress-free and low effort ways to manifest possible. Okay, so if you are a member of this little group, you know manifesting isn't complicated, it's simple. So let's get started with today's video. I'm talking about, well, in the last couple of videos that I've done more recently, it's been kind of like general topics in manifesting, but I know that you guys want more specific videos, like how to do this, how to do that. So today we're going to talk about like a really fun topic that a lot of people have been asking for: how to make them say whatever you want to hear. How to hear them say what you've been wanting to hear, what you've been yearning for so long. So let's get into it. Before I get started, make sure you check all the links in the description box below. Coaching is now open. I've had a lot of people sign up for the custom affirmation challenge recently. That's one of my smaller packages. You get like custom affirmations to do along with challenge instructions, a challenge video, and one coaching email after that. So all the people who have signed up over this last week, it's been a lot. I'm getting those initial emails out to you today, so look out for that as well. Okay, so when you want to hear something from someone, like when I say make them say what you want to say, that basically just means whatever it is you've been trying to hear, whether it's, you know, those three little words. You want to hear your SP say I love you. You want to hear them say, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful, or let's go on a date this weekend. I mean, anything that you have been trying to get them to say, will you be my boyfriend, will you be my girlfriend, you will hear them say, you will hear the words come out of their mouth. And I know that most of you are going to use this for your SP, but it works for anybody: friends, family, children, even strangers, like your Starbucks barista saying, oh, this is free for you today, or somebody at a car dealership or at a bank saying you're approved. Like literally, you have the power. There's like a law called thought transmission, and I'll do a video explaining the exact science and all that behind it. But there's a law that says, you know, we're all connected. Like even thoughts separated by miles and miles and miles are still connected as if they are touching each other. So what I'm going to do is show you how to activate that law today. I'm going to show you 2 ways to activate that law to literally have people saying the exact words and thoughts that you want to hear from them. So you know that one of the main pillars of my rapid manifesting process is to use affirmations to change your thoughts. So the first thing that you're going to do is actually affirm that the person, that the subject of your desire, whatever, that the person is saying to you the exact phrase that you want to hear, right? So you start with the basics, and then you want to beef it up by actually imagining that you hear that person's voice saying whatever it is that you want. So for example, if you want someone to compliment you, tell you they love you, whatever, you say, oh, so-and-so tells me they love me all the time. They are constantly telling me how much they love me. I cannot hear it enough. It's like they just want to tell me they love me all the time. Just literally that simple. If you want to go on dates, so-and-so is constantly asking me out. They're always asking me to go somewhere. I don't even have time to plan time out with my family or friends because they're constantly planning dates and taking me to cool places. It is so crazy. Same situation. If you want somebody to buy you gifts, like anything, so-and-so is always spoiling me. They're constantly telling me, oh, what size do you wear? Oh, I just bought you this. Come outside. I just left something on your doorstep. So whatever it is that you want to hear, affirm that that person is telling you these things. Now, if it seems weird to you to affirm it in that way, like you telling yourself, oh, they're always telling me they love me. Like every morning I start my day with them calling me and telling me they love me, with them texting me and telling me they love me. If that is like a little too much for you, you can do it in different ways. You can kind of like sit back and act like you're having a conversation with one of your friends and you're explaining to them the situation. Girl, you remember so-and-so that I told you about? He told me he loved me today. He asked me to be his girlfriend today. He called me and told me he was taking me to this fun restaurant that I've always wanted to try. Just constantly affirm that you are getting that same message from them, and watch how fast you will receive it in your actual life. Now, whatever it is that you're trying to hear, make sure that for the first couple of times that you're affirming, that you kind of just like stick to that same similar message. Again, all of these things are going into our subconscious, right? We're trying to use our thoughts to affect our belief system. In order to do that, we have to get down to the subconscious level, okay? So we don't want to confuse the subconscious. So don't try, like, obviously there's probably like a ton of things that you want to hear, but don't try to like smash them all in at one time. Don't try to just like cram them all in. Stick with one thing. They wake up and tell you every morning that you're beautiful, whatever. You know, they're calling you to go out on a date, whatever. Stick with that one thing. Affirm it over and over and over, you know, a couple of times a day, like we say, 5 to 10 minutes, whatever. And that's all you need. Now, to beef this up and make it happen even faster, I also suggest that affirming can happen like anytime, right? You can do it like while you're washing the dishes, when you first wake up, as you're going to sleep. But if you want to kind of like beef it up and make it even faster, actually imagine that you hear this person telling you what you're trying to hear from them. So kind of like lay back, get in a relaxed state, chill out, and literally imagine their voice coming into your head saying those exact words. Do this for maybe 5 to 10 minutes, but I want you to be kind of like in a relaxed state, chilling, like without a whole bunch of distractions, in order to do like your visualization, imagining. And this is going to really, really, really help drive the point home that this person is delivering this message to you. It's gonna start to feel at some point like it was a memory, like it already happened. And once again, you know, your brain does not know the difference between reality, like what's fake and what's imagined, what's real and what's in your mind. And eventually your physical reality is gonna reflect that back to you, okay? Now, something that a lot of my clients experience that I'm pretty sure you'll experience too is the way that thought transmission works is that thoughts are literally just vibrations, okay? That's all they are. Thoughts are just energy. And anybody around can pick up on that same energy. So most likely you're going to be hearing these things, whatever it is that you're affirming, you're going to be hearing them from people other than just your SP. Like all the time I have my clients telling me like, oh my goodness, I was affirming for my SP to tell me this, and like some random person on the street was walking by me and told me the exact words and phrase. Like, yes, because it's working, because it's going out there and it's getting picked up. Those frequencies are getting picked up and they are returning back to you. So don't get freaked out if like somebody you weren't expecting, like let's say an ex from a couple of years ago, all of a sudden pops back up and is telling you these things that you want to hear from like your new person. Like, don't let that throw you off. That is just what's going to happen, because again, the law is always working. You are always attracting. You are always manifesting. Okay. So that's the first thing that the first way that we can kind of make this happen is by just straight up attacking the subject with exactly what we want to hear, using affirmations. And then as a bonus, use some visualization and kind of like, auditory I cannot talk today. Auditory visualization, like hearing what the person wants, hearing what the person is saying to you. Okay. Now, the second thing that you can do just to kind of like solidify your foundation and stuff is adjust your self-concept to match. So whatever it is that you're trying to hear, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, adjust your self-concept to match. So if you want to hear that everywhere you go, like people are offering you free things and discounts or whatever, adjust your self-concept. Everywhere I go, people are always giving me free stuff. It's like, I'm just like so lucky. Every time it's my turn at the register, someone has already paid for my order. Like everywhere I go, people are constantly taking care of my bill. Like I'm always in receiving mode and I'm so grateful and I love it. You see how that is like a self-concept thing, and you can turn yourself into a person who in general just receives free things all the time. So not only is that first affirmation working for you, but you're kind of doing double time by adjusting your self-concept to match. If you're trying to get approved for a car or a loan, a house, whatever it is, make yourself that person who easily gets approved. Like no matter what, like I get approved for everything that I apply for. It doesn't matter my income. It doesn't matter who I'm talking to. It doesn't matter my credit. I always get approved. At the end of the day, I always hear you're approved and I'm able to get whatever it is that I want. You're turning yourself into that person who it doesn't matter. You're not afraid when you go apply for things. You're not afraid when you walk up to that window and being scared of getting denied, because you always get approved. Like you're just so used to it. Getting denied like isn't even in like your realm of things that happen to you. It's not even like it's not even in your realm of possibility. So that will make it that much easier for that banker, for that loan officer, for that car salesman to come back and deliver that message to you. You're approved. Here's your keys. Here's your brand new whatever it is that you're trying to buy. Okay? Make yourself the person that guys or girls always spoil. I am constantly spoiled in my relationships, situationships, whatever it is that you got going on. I am constantly spoiled. People just love to do things for me, and I appreciate them so much. I'm so grateful. I love to show my gratitude to them. So if you're always that person who's getting spoiled, it's going to be that much easier for your SP to say, hey, baby, I just dropped off something for you. Hey, baby, remember those shoes you wanted? I just gave them to you. It's going to be so much easier for you to hear and receive that message directly from them because you are already that person. Okay? It is literally that easy. Decide what it is that you want them to say to you, what it is that you want to hear, that you want, to accomplish from it. Start affirming that they're saying it to you. Affirm, do your however it is that you affirm. I have listed, in previous videos, like all the different ways that I like to affirm throughout the day. Make sure you're consistent with that message, okay? To beef it up, add visualization or just like daydreaming, imagining, hearing them giving that message to you. Make sure you're doing that at least once a day. I always like to say the most powerful time is before you go to sleep, okay? So that would be a good time to do your visualization, and then adjust your self-concept to make it so you are just that girl. You are just the person who gets those messages all the time anyway, okay? And it will happen for you again very, very rapidly. Now, don't get caught up in when it's coming. Just remember that it's always, always, always working. Those thoughts are hitting. Those thoughts are going to that person, going into their mind, just waiting for them to take action, okay? So don't stress, don't trip. Just know that you hold all the power. You are this person who receives these messages, who gets this treatment constantly. It's not a surprise and it's nothing new. And watch how fast it comes into your reality. All right, y'all. I will see you in the next video. Bye.